Hi guys. So I'm sure many of you will be attending like your friends' weddings or your sister's weddings or at least some wedding in the family come December, considering that the first week of December is like supposed to be this crazy wedding week this year. Almost everyone seems to be getting married on either 4th, 5th or 6th. And when you go out and you buy new Anarkali and you're attending these weddings, the most annoying thing about being on Facebook is that the minute you're attending these weddings, the next day your pictures are all over Facebook, and even though you must have bought your Anarkali just once or just worn it once, it seems like the next time you wear it, everyone's going to be like, oh, I've seen you wear this before, etc. So I think it's always nice to know how to wear one Anarkali in 2-3 different ways, so you can then reuse it and it doesn't look as common as how it would usually look. So this video is basically about just using your dupatta and maybe trying to drape it differently rather than the usual styles we see, and I'll probably take you through 4 to 5 styles and you can choose whichever ones you think would suit you. I have this dupatta with me right now. This is actually not even the dupatta that goes with this Anarkali, but I think that's a good lesson as well in terms of mixing and matching clothes. I always like to mix my dupattas with the shirts of another Anarkali, or even the bottoms, like wearing a skirt of a lehenga with a different top. I think that's something you guys can experiment with. But essentially I'm taking this dupatta, and the first way is really the simplest way, which is just to pleat it and just to put it over one shoulder like that. And this is the standard way of draping a dupatta, which is the most common way. This is how most people usually would wear a dupatta. But what you could do, and this is the second way of draping it, is you can pleat it at the top and then open it from the bottom. And this especially works if you have a very light Anarkali and if you have a heavier dupatta. So once this is spread out like this, what you can do is secure it with a belt. So I'll just get a belt to show you guys what I mean. And if you have a gold belt like this one, you can just use this to secure it. I actually like using the more Indian looking belts like the kundan belts, which have hanging kind of beads over here. Those would look really nice, or you could get a belt made of pearls over here. But essentially this is another interesting way to kind of drape your dupatta apart from the regular way. So another really common way of draping your dupatta is when you just take it in a U shape like this. But what tends to happen is if you're wearing something around your neck, that would kind of get hidden, right? So another way which I kind of like to wear it is if you just put it together on one side like this, and then kind of loosely hang it over the other wrist like this. So you can pin it over here, or you can leave it open like this. I would prefer to just pin it on one shoulder and then walk like this. If you have something on your neck, that really shows as well. And this putting your dupatta over your wrist, I think it adds a certain bit of grace, though this is a little high maintenance style. I mean, you would have to walk around with your dupatta looking like this the entire night. But I think it looks really nice, and it kind of gives it a more regal touch. Okay, so the next style is basically if you take like the edges of your dupatta like this, and you would put them around your wrist, and you could probably spin it in place, or I'm just going to hold it in place for now. And the same way on the left side, I'm going to take the edge and I'm going to just put it in place like this, and then you can have it trail behind you. I think it looks really nice, especially if you have a dupatta with a pretty border, then you'll see the border fall in that sort of a way when you are kind of walking. So this is another really nice, almost, I don't know, princessy kind of style of wearing your dupatta. And again, high maintenance because you have to hold it the entire night. But when you're going out and you're just going out for a bit, I think you can try out this style as well. Okay, so the next style is really cool if you're attending outdoor weddings and it's really cold and you'll be all, crowding around near the angithi. And in fact, a way to cheat this is if you could line your dupatta with your shawl of the same color. Nobody even notices you're wearing a shawl, and you can keep warm and still look very, very chic and stylish. So how you start this is take one end of the dupatta and place it across your left shoulder, just like this. Now, very tightly take this from under your underarm over here. Bring it from that side. Take it from over your shoulder over here. And then again tightly put it like this. So you almost get this crisscross kind of wrapped effect. And if your dupatta is not net, if you have a georgette dupatta and you line it with your shawl inside, you will be staying really warm as well. Okay guys, so for the next style, I need a more kind of fluid dupatta. So I'm just going to chuck this and get a different one instead. Okay, so if you have a really kind of light chiffon dupatta, I know this doesn't match with my Anarkali, but just for the purpose of demonstration, let's take this. So this is really light, it's really fluid, right? Just take one end like this and then take the diagonal end on the other side. And then just kind of loosely let it be like this from each end. Now, if you have a pin, you could pin this over here and take this across at your back and pin it like so. And again, if you have a dupatta which is fluid but has some work on it, and when you move to the side, you'll see the U forming on the side, which gives a really nice silhouette as well and makes your Anarkali look really different. If you like this video and it was helpful for you, then don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Bye guys.